Why is Ukraine so important to Russia? It's a question that's been at the heart of global geopolitics for centuries. In today's video, we're diving deep into the geographical, historical, and strategic importance of Ukraine to Russia. Let's unravel why this region is a critical focal point in the ongoing conflict. To truly grasp why Ukraine is so vital to Russia, we must delve deeper into history. Ukraine's connection with Russia dates back over a millennium. The origins of modern Russia and Ukraine are rooted in the medieval state known as Kievan Rus, which was centered around Kiev. This early Slavic state laid the cultural and religious foundations for both nations, including the adoption of Orthodox Christianity in 988 AD. This shared religious and cultural heritage forms a significant part of Russia's historical narrative. Fast forward to the 17th century, and we see Ukraine becoming a battleground for larger powers. The Treaty of Pereyaslav in 1654 brought a large part of Ukraine under the protection of Tsarist Russia, marking the beginning of a long and often tumultuous relationship. During the Russian Empire era, Ukraine was fully integrated into the empire. The fertile lands of Ukraine became critical for the empire's economy, particularly as a major grain supplier. By the late 19th century, Ukraine was known as the breadbasket of Europe, exporting vast quantities of wheat. Then came the 20th century and the tumultuous period of the Russian Revolution and Civil War. After a brief period of independence, Ukraine was forcibly incorporated into the Soviet Union in 1922. Under Soviet rule, Ukraine experienced significant hardships, including the Holodomor, a man-made famine in 1932-33 that resulted in the deaths of millions of Ukrainians. This tragedy left a deep scar on the Ukrainian national consciousness and remains a source of tension between Ukraine and Russia. World War II further devastated Ukraine, as it became one of the main battlegrounds on the Eastern Front. After the war, Ukraine was rebuilt under Soviet control and became a crucial industrial hub for the USSR, contributing to its military and economic strength. With the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, Ukraine declared independence. This marked a significant shift in the region's power dynamics. However, Russia has never fully accepted Ukraine's independence, seeing it as an integral part of its own history and sphere of influence. The post-Soviet period has been marked by Russia's attempts to keep Ukraine within its orbit, often through political, economic, and military. The Orange Revolution in 2004 and the Euromaidan protests in 2013 to 2014 were pivotal moments where Ukraine turned westward, seeking closer ties with Europe. These events set the stage for the ongoing conflict, culminating in Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014 and the war in eastern Ukraine. Now let's talk geography. Ukraine's location is pivotal for Russia's security. Situated between Russia and NATO member countries, Ukraine acts as a buffer state. This is crucial for Russia, especially given NATO's eastward expansion over the years. A Ukraine aligned with the West would bring NATO right to Russia's doorstep, something Moscow sees as an existential threat. Another key factor is the Black Sea. Ukraine's southern coastline gives access to this vital body of water. The Crimean Peninsula, in particular, is home to Russia's Black Sea Fleet, stationed at the port of Sevastopol. This fleet is essential for Russia's naval power projection into the Mediterranean and beyond. Control over Crimea and the Black Sea allows Russia to maintain a strategic military presence in the region, which is why the annexation of Crimea in 2014 was such a significant move. Energy is another major reason for Ukraine's importance. Ukraine is a key transit route for Russian natural gas to Europe. Over 40% of Europe's gas supply passes through pipelines that run across Ukraine, giving both countries considerable leverage in their relationship. Any disruption in Ukraine can have ripple effects across Europe, making it not just a regional issue, but a global one. Ukraine's fertile land and industrial base have long been prized assets. Often called the breadbasket of Europe, Ukraine's agriculture is vital for both food production and economic stability. Additionally, its industrial regions, particularly in the east, are rich in resources like coal and iron, which are critical to Russia's industrial needs. These resources make Ukraine not only an economic asset, but also a strategic one, contributing to its importance to Russia. Given all these factors, geography, history, economics, it's no wonder that Ukraine is a flashpoint in the conflict between Russia and the West. Ukraine's geographical importance to Russia is undeniable, but it's also a nation with its own identity and aspirations. As this complex situation continues to unfold, the stakes remain high, not just for Ukraine and Russia, but for the entire world. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.